Hello, I'm Son of a Saint and welcome back to part 2 of our Tales from the Borderlands playthrough. For those of you who don't know and why this is uploaded so late, this is my third time recording. I recorded like part 2 ages ago, wasn't really happy with it, decided to re-record and my PC decided to like crash on me. So now we're going back third time, so third time's the charm. Alright, let's look at this real quick. Because, like, Reese has some interesting dialogue when he looks at stuff. Hopefully. But anyway, since part 1's come out, there's been a lot of Borderlands 3 news. And that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm probably just going to talk about Reese mainly, because I've seen little parts of him in Borderlands 3. And I'm going to level with you all. I hate it. Reese looks like absolute crap. I saw a part of him where he's like in the hologram. It's like the first time you meet him and Atlas is under siege. And yeah, it doesn't look good. And it took me a bit of time to figure out why he didn't look good. And my conclusion was because of the animation. And I want to even say maybe some of the rigging for Reese's character model. So to give you more in-depth, so you understand where I'm coming from. Tales from the Borderlands is very strong, not only in its like voice actors, but also in its animation. You're seeing it right now. Fiona's moving her eyebrows up and down, and that's where a lot of the emotion from these characters come from. And that just comes down to someone doing a good job of the facial rigging and also the animators using that. That being said, when you look at Reese on the hologram, there's literally no eyebrow movement whatsoever. And that's why Reese looks so flat in the face. And also that being said, I want to talk about the new voice actor really quickly. First off, I've got to say, I have no ill intentions or I don't wish the new voice actor any hate. It's ridiculous to hate a voice actor, That being said, the only reason I knew that character was Reese was because I saw him in the trailer. If I went in cold turkey and I wasn't paying attention, I would have probably missed that was meant to be Reese in Borderlands 3. Which is a shame because I do think the dialogue he was given really, it sounded like Reese, but it was just the voice and the lack of facial movement that really just made me think this character wasn't Reese, For me personally, I think a lot of what makes Reese Reese is his facial expressions. The way the way his eyebrows move. You'll see it in a scene coming up, and it's I don't know what happened. I understand that there is seriously a difference between Tales from the Borderlands, which is a story-based game, so your models and your rigging have to be made to show expressions, and you really wouldn't need that in Borderlands 3 because it's a looter shooter. But that being said, it's really disappointing to see that a lot of the faces in Borderlands 3, it's looking really static. When, Tales from the Borderlands proved that these characters can look really, really expressive when they want to. But, that's just one small thing, I guess, and a lot of people have said, when we see Reese, it's him in the hologram, so there's a probability that, maybe there wasn't a lot of animation because it was a hologram, but I disagree. It would be a waste of resources and time to make, 2 separate character models, one for, in-game Reese, and then one for hologram Reese, but look, I don't understand, I don't fully know what was going through Gearbox's head when they were making that choice. Maybe it's the limitation of the engine. I'm pretty sure they're using Unreal. But, yeah, I don't know. It's just a bit disappointing as a fan of this character to kind of see that at the moment, he isn't being used to his full potential. And like, I know that Reese isn't going to be like a main character. I get that. But I'm not really digging what I'm seeing of this character at the moment. See, look at that. The lips, the teeth, the eyebrows, it all makes Reese come alive. And I just didn't see that in like the 5 seconds that we saw him. Okay, so there's a shot coming up. Not a shot, but a choice I'm going to do. And for me, it just screams how good the facial animations are. Hold on. I think you just stay silent. See, look at that. This game has good facial animation, and Gearbox should have kept it up. Because, like, I'm going to say it right now. I love Borderlands, but all of the characters just look dead when you look into their eyes. Tales from the Borderlands doesn't have that. Anyway. Okay, so we're up to the Sasha-Reese relationship stuff, so I'll talk about that. For those of you who've totally forgotten part 1, like I have, I need to say this now that I really don't care for this relationship. Reese has the potential to end up in a romantic relationship with Sasha, and I personally don't care for it. The game tries very hard to like force it on you. And if you're going in and you're doing that romance, let's just keep moving. The game, like, if you're going in and you're romancing Sasha as Reese, like, it really does work really well. But as someone who doesn't romance her, who kind of sees Sasha more as, like, a really solid friend, I feel as if it's really forced. I personally have talked about how I think Reese and Sasha make a stronger relationship, because both of them, I think, push each other to be better. Like, Sasha does the same. Like, Sasha always calls Reese out on all these BS. I just think that we spent so much time, more time, with Reese and Fiona talking and them, like, interacting, that I think that makes a better relationship. But, like, that's my hot take for today. Like, I'll probably be, like, 0.1% of the population that actually cares about the relationships in this game. Nah. Wait, no, stop. No. Yeah, see, I keep thinking about the new voice actor, and yeah, look, the dialogue was good for him, but like, this is like, I'm gonna say it, like, I'm biased. I like Troy Baker as an actor. Like, do I think he's in way too many video games? Yes. But like, I think that just proves that Troy Baker is good. He's good at what he does. And I think he really shined in this game. I know a lot of people... I was recently finishing off BioShock Infinite, the Burial at Sea DLC. I might make a video about that, because like, I've got a lot of beef with BioShock Infinite. And like, one of my beef is like how everyone thinks that like that was Troy Baker's best performance. Like, are we serious right now? Like, this is gonna be the hottest takes. Like, take a shot every time I say hot takes, because I'm going to say that a lot. But my hot take is that Troy Baker was at his best in this game. He's able to pull off so many versions of Reese. You can have asshole Reese. You can have Reese who tries to become a better person. Like, all versions of Reese work because Troy Baker is really talented. Like, This game is so overlooked, and I don't know why. Why didn't this game sell? Relax, we've got this. God damn it, I love this game. I don't understand, like, did this game underperform? If it underperformed, why? Because this game is Telltale at the best. Like, if you came to me, you held a gun to my head and said, which game is Telltale at their best? I would either say Tales from the Borderlands or The Wolf Among Us. Shit, I just remembered Troy Baker also played fucking, I shouldn't swear, Bruce Wayne. Oh, I have to catch. Oh, no. Oh, actually. Oh, Reese just got roasted. But Troy Baker also voiced Bruce Wayne from the Telltale like Batman. That was a good time as well. God, like, but that brings me back to this point here. Like, I don't understand why this game, if it underperformed, I should probably look that up. Because if it did, why? Because this game is amazing. Like, I know a lot of people, like, a lot of, like, maybe hardcore gamer bros, maybe they don't care for this type of gameplay, but I do. Like, the Mass Effect trilogy. I love playing the Mass Effect trilogy. But there are some days where I just want to skip all the combat and I just want to get to know the characters better. And this is what Telltale offered me. They were like, yeah, we know that you as a player don't want to do quick time events and you don't want to do combat. You just want to talk. And that's what Telltale did. And seeing them being gone? Oh, shit, I should pay attention.
It doesn't matter what you do up there. You contributed.
Boop.
It's crazy up there too. Things actually aren't so great.
I really like what they did because, like, in the main Borderlands series, like, corporations are seen as evil, as they actually are. Don't trust a company. This is gonna link back to, like, the gaming industry, but, like, follow with me for a tick. I love how in, like, Borderlands, companies were seen as the bad dudes, but then we enter Tales from the Borderlands, and we kind of start to understand both points of views. Like, because people forget that Reese isn't a nice guy. I've met people that see Reese as, like, some guy with no backbone, that he's always goofy, that he's always, like, he can't fist fight, but it's like, that's not Reese's strength. Like, Reese, like, as he says here.
When I was 10 years old, I started a club with my friends just so I had an excuse to print business cards.
See, like,
All I've ever wanted to do.
that's sad, but it also gives an understanding of the people that work at Hyperion and at these corporations. Like, that doesn't make Reese good or evil. Like, good and evil, like, while Handsome Jack is seen as an evil dude, he himself saw himself as the hero, which blurs the line between what is good and what is bad in the Borderlands universe. Like, the Vault Hunters kill thousands of bandits when most of the time they're just minding their own business. Where am I going with this? Companies. Evilness. I should really pay attention to this game because, like, I have no idea what's happening. I've got this microphone in front of my face and I can't see a goddamn thing. So I'm, like, low-key guessing my way through this at the moment. See, this stuff is good. Like, the Sasha-Reese relationship right here is really good. Like, I can understand why people go for it. Like, this is the beginning of, like, a really good romantic relationship if you want it to be. But for me, it's just, I can't be bothered. I don't think Reese and Sasha would really last that long. And that reminds me, where the hell are these characters, like, in Borderlands 3? Like, hearing nothing on Sasha and Fiona, to me, kind of just makes me low-key worried.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, I'm impressed. I suppose you're not completely useless after
Thank you. I still haven't figured out how I want to play Reese. Like,
I got in, but
I'm maybe gonna try and make him a better person. Like, I know some of the choices I'm already gonna make. But, like,
hurry up.
I'm gonna have to, like, sit down in my own time and go for, like, the ultimate asshole playthrough. Oh, this is where Handsome Jack, like, starts his Handsome Jack-ness. Hot take, take a shot. Handsome Jack, like, the only good thing about Borderlands 2, like, the only really interesting character was Handsome Jack. Okay, I'm gonna skip talking about Borderlands 2 and come back to here. I feel playing this game that Telltale did miss out on a few opportunities with the whole Handsome Jack and Reese's head thing. Because I feel like you could have done more psychological horror. Like, and I know it's a weird thing to say in this game. It's like, let's go from a fun action, adventure, comedy to psychological horror. But I think that would have been the coolest thing ever, to, like, actually understand Reese's psyche. Because, like, having someone else in your head is terrifying. And I feel like the game doesn't play around with that as much. Like, Handsome Jack rocks up and he goes, hey Reese, you should do this. And 9 times out of 10, when I play as Reese, I go, no, Handsome Jack, stop it. Oh no.
You're really cool.
God damn it. I love Zero. I haven't played as Zero, and I have to play as Zero in Borderlands 2, but I love him. I would die for that robot alien thing. What is Zero? All I know about Zero is that they use they, them pronouns. That's all I know. They are cool. Okay. Now we go to Fiona's side. Fiona's actually a really great character, and I feel like she's overlooked by the community quite a bit. Like, everyone focuses on Reese, and I get why. Like, is it sexism? No, I'm not gonna get into that debate. I don't know, I just feel like people overlook Fiona when Fiona is actually super cool. Like, she goes from some, like, low-end con woman into a full-fledged vault hunter. That is super cool. I really hope she's like, I'm not even invested in Borderlands 3 anymore because of the Epic Store and all the voice actor rubbish. But like, I'm still low-key, like, hope the game's good. But I really hope maybe Fiona is like playable DLC. I would love for her to be like one of the playable like Vault Hunter DLC characters. Like, that would be so cool.
A way to go about it. There's no need to be rude. Sorry to inconvenience you.
Whoa.
Yeah, you should. I will hit you. Please don't.
Do it.
Let's start over. If you're not official drivers, well, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to shoot.
Now that I really think about it, like, in that awkward silence, I do think that the character arcs in this game is probably one of the best I've seen. Like, just for one game. Like, if we're talking, like, really good character arcs, then I would probably maybe go to Mass Effect, and I would say, well, Garrus's character arc is amazing. So is, like, Liara's, even though, like, I think she's one of the most boring characters from that game. That's another hot take. Take a shot. Liara is the worst character in the Mass Effect trilogy. Anyway, back to Tales. The character arc for Tales from the Borderlands are actually some of the best, because Fiona goes from, as I said, con woman, we got no money, goes from con woman to Vault Hunter. Vaughn goes from, like, bank accountant to, like, leader of, like, oh, what's his gang called? He becomes, like, the leader of the Hyperion people after that shit on Helios goes down. Reese goes from, like, full-on Hyperion asshole to, like, better businessman. Yeah, Reese's ending is kind of tough, but if we're seeing, like, what we see in Borderlands 3, he goes from, like, middle management Hyperion asshole to, like, CEO, and, like, that's kind of interesting. Sasha, now that I think about it, I feel like she stays the same. Maybe that's why I don't like her. Like, I've got to say this because I actually really do like Sasha. She's a great character, but, like, yeah, now that I think about it, like, what character arc does she have? She has a lot of beef with, like, Felix. Yo, I don't think Sasha has an arc. Alright, I'm gonna stay hyper aware for that. I should be paying attention. I'm actually just yelling to this microphone. That's the entire excuse of me, like, doing this playthrough, so I can just yell into the microphone without actually having to do a script. Ooh.
Guns, more guns. Fiona, what are
See, this is another aspect of this game I really like. I love seeing just characters out of their element. It's interesting to see characters out of this element, and this is what this game excels at. Because it starts off with, you know, maybe Fiona and Sasha in the element, but as the game goes on, you see them, like, thrown out of their depth. And the same goes for Reese. Like, I think Reese and Vaughn, like, it's... this game is just so good. And I'm always going to be salty that we never got, like, Season 2. Okay, I'm going to say it. Hot take, take a shot. I don't understand why Telltale made The Wolf Among Us, which was loved, Tales from the Borderlands, and, like, a bunch of other games, but never made, like, a second season to them. Like, Minecraft Story Mode got how many seasons? Did that sell well? It probably did, it's Minecraft. But I don't get it. I don't understand why Tales from the Borderlands and The Wolf Among Us never got its second season. And it burns even more that right before Telltale went down, they announced season 2 of The Wolf Among Us. Like, that stings even more as someone who absolutely loved that game. That was my first Telltale game. And I bought it on sale, and I didn't play it for like 3 years until I finally sat down, played it, fell in love. And, like, I know a lot of people are going to say, well, you have the comics, just go read Fables. It's not the same. It's not the same. Because that ending to The Wolf Among Us still makes me think. And the same, the ending to this game. Alright, I'm just going to say spoiler alert for the entire series. So the ending to this game, like, was such a great setup, I think, for the second Borderlands, season 2 of this series. And nothing came of it. You know, like, how are they going to even explain that all the way in Borderlands 3? Because you have to address it somehow.
Oh, yeah, sure I will. Felix can bypass any law. He'll have your case open faster than this guy.
I really wish Felix stayed around. Like, I understand why he got the boot so quickly and so early. Because like, you already, like, so many other new characters get introduced later in the game that having Felix could maybe make the game and the story feel bloated. But Felix was super cool. I really wish that he had, you know, stuck around a wee bit more. Oh. Need for Speed, boys. Need for Speed. Hold on, where is it? There we go.
Feel the need. The need for speed.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. This is... I don't know if this is one of my favorite sequences from the game, but it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. It's pretty good. I think episode 1 isn't the best, and I'll be the first to admit it, even though I love this game. Episode 1 isn't the best, but I think it gets you hooked enough to see what else happens. Like, I personally don't think the game kicks in maybe until episode 3, but yeah, like, episode 1 isn't, like, episode 1 I feel maybe at times it's a bit slow. Like, the first half is super slow for my taste. Like, I think episode 1 kicks up right about here. Maybe even a bit back where Fiona and Reese and Sasha do that little, like, sneaking, hacking thing just before. God damn it, I love you, Zero. Another thing that I also, now that I'm really thinking about, like, this game, I love how this game actually impacts the series. Because up until Borderlands 3, Tales from the Borderlands was, like, the last thing to happen in the timeline for a while. You know? It would have been so easy to make Borderlands 3 all about bringing down Helios, the space station. But no, like, I'm actually surprised that, like, Gearbox and 2K allowed Telltale to do this. They were like, yeah, you can blow up the station. That to me this game has balls, man. You know, oh, actually, I'm gonna let Reese die, because there's some funny dialogue if you let him die. Hold on. Okay, that's not funny. That's not what I'm referring to.
You sure you want to stick with that story?
Okay, maybe I didn't, you know, technically die, but I could have.
That's all I wanted to show you. I've played this like 3 times this part, so like, I feel like I know everything. But no, like, this game has balls, you know, because now that I think about it, this game had a lot of moments where you could have just left it to the main series, like blowing up Helios Station, that stuff that happens with Scooter. Like, you would expect for all those events to be like main game events, not a spin-off. Damn, Tales has balls, man. It has such a great cast. Like, I'm trying to like think of all the cast members. Like, I basically know Troy Baker. That's it. Anyway, all of them, amazing. It's a shame. I'm actually low-key sad that there'll probably be no, like, mention of Hugo. Because, like, Hugo is, like... I love him, actually. I think he's a great character. I think he shows what, like, Reese could have become. I know, like, a lot of people say, well, if anything, Reese shows what, like, Reese shows the potential to become Handsome Jack. But, like, I can kind of see Reese becoming Vosk. Okay, I'm gonna tell Vosk to, like, F off. I'm not selling out my best mate. We're all about friendship here. We're all about fist bumps, getting drunk, and being bros. What are you offering, mate? Is it a spa? Oh, I love a spa. I've never been to a spa. Hi, you're gonna get to know me really well in this series. Nah, I don't do 50-50. I do 20-80. I'm all about taking all the money I can. Scratch your own nuts, boy. Look at him, like Reese has the best facial expression. Look at that. Whoever designed Reese, thank you. Just thank you. He's just, I love him. I love him. Alright.
No more phone calls, okay? Come on.
Oh shit, look, I'm gonna say it right now. I suck at quick time events. I really wish there was an option just to turn it off. Like, let me turn them off and let me just put the controller down because I can't be bothered doing these. Oh shit. There we go, got it. Ugh, I'm a master gamer, what are you guys talking about? Hold on, oh we got this, we got this! We haven't got this. Okay, this is where we run. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna stick that thing in its head and now we're just gonna panic. That is a great design for that big monster thing. This is iconic. Iconic, boys. Man, I would also love to see Sasha as a Vault Hunter. Like, I know that, like, that isn't very much her arc. But, like, I would love to see Sasha and Fiona as, like, those DLC Vault Hunters. Give that to me, Gearbox. If you do that, I might buy your game. Yes! Yes! Beautiful. Beautiful. This is what I want out of my games. I want ridiculous quick time events, blood, and swords. Someone please make that. I should make that. That's what I'm gonna do. Zero, Bay, I love you. Damn, Zero just left us. Nice, okay. Back to Fiona. I was thinking about this. I probably mentioned this like in another recording, but like the character designs are really. Am I pressing A? I am. The character designs for this game is absolutely amazing. I love Fiona's design because Fiona is a very attractive woman and she has a costume that reflects that. But it's also not ridiculous where she's got her boobs hanging out. That reminds me of all, like, the Mortal Kombat 11 controversy. Or, like, everyone's getting upset that Katana doesn't have her boobs out anymore. And it's like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, are people honestly saying that they'd rather have the female characters with their tits out than actually having good character design? Because the character designs in Mortal Kombat 11 are actually some of my favorite. Like, I'll admit right now, I'll be the first to admit, I've only played like 3 rounds Mortal Kombat X. But like, Mortal Kombat 11, like, the women look so good. Oh no, oh no. Okay, hold on. No, we're bros here. We're all about helping our friends and being bros, doing fist bumps. We're gonna be ride and die with these idiots. Okay. I really should pay attention. I feel like I'm just being a complete asshole. I just like click the first thing. I think that's good. There's the case. Alright, boys. We're gonna get the money. We're gonna have a spa day. And we're gonna have good times. Pepperoni, yes! Go! Boop. Beautiful. Yeah, you know what? This actually isn't a bad sequence. It's definitely action-packed, which I think is actually really interesting for Fiona, because the game very much establishes that she isn't a fighter, and yet like they throw her in the deep end. Look at this character banter. I really hope whoever wrote this game, I hope you're doing okay. Because the dialogue here is some of my favorite from a Telltale game. Like, it's funny, it's serious, and you know what? This game does a good job of actually feeling like a Borderlands game. You know, like, to have a Borderlands game, yeah, you need like the style, but you also need that kind of tongue-in-cheek humor. And you know what? Hot take a shot. This game is funnier and better written than any other Borderlands game. And I know a lot of people are going to say, well, because they're two, like, one's a looter shooter and one's clearly more of a story-based game. But, you know, the only things I really remember about Borderlands 2 is basically where you kill Angel, Roland dies, and where you shoot Handsome Jack in the face. All that other stuff in between, I don't really remember. And yet there are so many things from this game that I remember. I do think that this is probably one of the best stories from the Borderlands series. I don't know, is that a hot take? Oh no, I don't know what's a hot take or not a hot take anymore. You know? Because I have friends at school, like in uni. You like say all this stuff and I'm like, I disagree. Like, BioShock Infinite. Oh god. You know, I've met so many people that tell me, oh, BioShock Infinite is like one of the best video games of all time and how it's like art. But like, I feel that it isn't. So sometimes like, oh no, maybe I'm wrong about being in the minority about this game. Maybe this game sold really well and maybe everyone in the Borderlands community loves it. But from the people I've spoken to, it seems that like more people have played like Guardians of the Galaxy than they have this. And that's a shame. Because like, I don't even know if Guardians of the Galaxy was even that good. Damn, Felix out here getting that bread. Oh, what am I doing? Here. Slow-mo. Oh, Zack Snyder would have loved this. Man, I miss Zack Snyder. Like, Zack Snyder's the director for a lot of the DCU films, like, for, like, all 5 of you who don't know. Oh, hold on. Thank you.
My luck was about to run out back there.
You know what's happening. I know what's happening. This is scary. Ripperoni. We were betrayed. Who knew? Oh god. No. That's another thing I think I've overlooked in this game, is a lot of the camera angles. You can have the best animation and the best voice acting of all time, but if your camera angles and camera shots are not that good, like, there's no point. There's no point to all of this. Like, look at that close-up. Beautiful. Whoever, god damn it, whoever did the storyboards with this, thank you. You know what? Every single Telltale employee who worked on this game, thank you. Thank you so much. Everything about this game is iconic and I love it. And I'm so sorry what happened to all of you. Because the downfall of Telltale, like, by the end of the day, it doesn't really affect me. Like, I don't get a video game. But what actually happened to the people that worked there was absolutely disgusting. Alright, let's go get this bread. Let's go get this bread. Come on. Come on.
I'm taking the money.
Felix, you son of a bitch.
I'm sorry.
I trusted you.
I told you to never trust anyone.
Oh, well, okay, you did say that. But we're family. Come on. We're friends.
Don't do this.
We're friends. We're all about getting drunk, fist bumps, and calling each other bros.
Be sure to take care of your sister. Keep her out of trouble.
This scene has more emotion than... I'm trying to think of a joke. This scene has more emotion than the entirety... Than, like, the... Nothing. I got nothing. I should just shut my mouth. Because I got nothing funny to say. What are we going to do to Felix? Oh, no.
Goodbye.
Boop. We should tell him about the bomb. Oh, shit. Her ribs should be broken.
Fancy case. All they want. But I'm taking the money.
Felix, it's booby-trapped!
Ripperoni! There goes our money. So what did we learn from this experience? Don't trust old men. Nah, that's a bad joke. I'm now gonna like lose all 1,000 subs. That reminds me, I was actually looking through my subs, like checking how many I have, and I'm surprised how many of you guys actually subbed. I was like, is it because of the TF2 content? I think it is. I actually uninstalled TF2 today. I've been having a lot of problems with the game lately, so I've done the mature thing and uninstalled. Okay. Look at Zero Man. Zero's just gonna cut his throat, man. No, Zero! No! He's okay, he's Zero, he survives. He always survives. Like, I know he survives, I played the game. I'll admit, first time I watched this though, I was like, oh my lord. I was like, this is so ballsy. He's such a fanboy. Reese is such a fanboy. I love him. Look, the only good thing I have to say about Borderlands like 3 is that I'm happy that they've partnered up Reese and Zero. Like, thank you. Like, that's hilarious. Is that a new VA for Zero? I heard a lot of people were saying that, but...
That's one less bandit lord we have to worry about. There's plenty of time for sweating later, once you come back to me for your reward.
My quest is not done.
Is that Moxie?
My reward for you is gonna be long, hard, and powerful.
Gortys remains out of reach.
Is that Moxie? I'm unsure.
Yes. Innuendo.
It didn't sound like Moxie, but I was like low-key convinced that was Moxie. Oh well, Ripperoni.
Sasha, about what happened with Felix. Stop, okay? I don't want to talk about it.
Acting! This cast is so good! I would have killed a man to get season 2 of these characters. They all work so well off each other and the writing was so good. Can we sacrifice Borderlands 3 to get season 2 of Tales from the Borderlands? Can Epic do something good and actually fund Tales from the Borderlands season 2, please?
You have any better ideas?
Like, look at this. This is confronting for Reese and Vaughn because they've never had to do this.
You came to Pandora, now you get to live like we do.
This is balls, man. This is kicking these characters in the balls. Look at this. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautifully written, beautifully acted. And this never got season 2. Well, I give up. I give up. Let's give Minecraft 3 seasons. But let's give this game that was actually good. Let's just give it 1. Oh, I can feel the salt just radiating off me tonight. I'm so angry.
That pistol over there is worth at least $100.
$100 bucks?
100,000 more of those and we're all set.
That's nothing. Ripperoni. Oh boy, he's my boy! I love you, Loaderbot. I would die for you, Loaderbot. I love Loaderbot so much. Oh my god. I was talking to my friend about Borderlands 3. This is before I jumped on the hate train. And who's that robot? Flack? I think his name's Flack. My mate was all like, nah, Flack's gotta be Loaderbot.
Are you dead?
Cause, oh, that would have been so cool if Flack actually turned out to be Loaderbot.
Stay up there and be
That, can that be true? Is that true?
Oh yeah.
Because,
I
like,
figured that out.
an entire game with Loaderbot is actually something I would pay for.
okay.
Good, because it doesn't look like there's a safe way down to help you. So, figure a way out of there.
What's down there?
What is down there? This is Atlas, right? Yeah, it is. I really like how Reese actually ended up becoming CEO of Atlas. Kind of like, oh, let's go get that.
There's a bunch of old Atlas prototype stuff, some tech. Looks like a
Beautiful, like, just...
Where?
I'm excited to see Atlas in Borderlands 3. I keep talking about how much I hate Borderlands 3. I'll probably end up buying it in like 5 years, so I'll just get the Game of the Year edition for like $10. That's something I've learnt about gaming. I honestly don't understand people that buy games day one. Like, could someone explain to me why you buy games day one? Neat.
Whoa, hey! A retro Atlasio! I thought these things were just a rumor!
Oh my god, I'm so happy just to see these characters be so excited.
Is it worth a lot of money?
Yeah, Fiona, like that.
Sort of. I mean, yeah, you know, it's not $10 million worth, but to the right.
God, I love these characters.
Second mint condition like this is
I can't wait to see how Gearbox ruin them. Haha.
just to put it on their trophy shelves and gloat. And
Look, maybe Borderlands 3 will be good. Like, maybe there's a chance it will be good. But from what I'm seeing, I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. Like,
Tell me when those bands-
honestly, it still feels like Borderlands 2. And everyone's gonna say, well, it has a slide mechanic and it has this and they changed the guns. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. But like, I'm not gonna buy it day one. I can't justify buying this game day one. And the truth is, I've literally no friends to play with, so there's literally no point. Oh, I want to press the button. Gameplay at its peak. Pressing the big red button. Oh, here we go, boys. Oh, look at that reveal. Just, ooh. Let's go do this, boys. Let's go get Gortys. She was another great character. I hope she's gotta be in Borderlands 3, man. She's literally a Deus Ex Machina for finding, like, vaults. God damn it, Gearbox. I hope these characters are treated with respect. But a part of me isn't gonna believe it.
And there's two of them, so I don't have to stab you.
Look at that. They love each other. Reese and Fiona talking about stabbing each other. Beautiful. They're in love. And let's grab this piece. Cool. And then we put it together. And what do you get? A good story. Let's do it, boys. Let's do it. Put it together.
what is it?
No idea.
Just put it together already.
We got what we came for.
Alright.
Let's go.
Oh, there we go. Okay, this is where it all gets started, boys. As I said, look, episode 1 is a good time. But I don't think it's like an episode that is standout. Like, when I think about standout episodes, I want to say episode 5. And I know that's like a cop-out because, like, you know, your last episode should always be good. But, like, episode 5, man, love it. But I must admit, episode 1 does set up, like, the whole mystery. Not the mystery, sorry, but the whole adventure. I understand. Oh, here we go. There's Handsome Jack. That reveal, boys. Whoop whoop. I love this game so much. Is that the ending? I think it is.
So, you lost
Oh.
the vault
isn't the ending.
Never real.
Right. Then you lost the
Well,
money.
technically, we
Look at them, look at them. Like, oh, these designs, like, post-Helios Station are so good as well. Like, it would have been so easy just to, like, keep them in the same outfits. But Telltale went the extra mile, man, because, like, I'm gonna let you all know now. Modeling, like 3D modeling, 3D textures, and all of that is a pain in the ass. It is not pretty. There's a reason people get paid to do that, because it is not fun. Look at that facial animation. God damn it, man. Welcome to this Borderlands playthrough, where I yell about facial animations and how beautiful Reese is. I'm gonna admit, I never enjoyed, like, these parts of the game. Like, I can't skip. I'm button mashing. Oh, no, wait, I can. No, that's just pausing. I'm an idiot. I must admit, though, it does get you... Oh, let's look at choices. Okay, so I actually don't know if these are correct, because, you know, Telltale are dead. Can we get an F in chat? So what did we do? We totally kept our cool. We definitely want Felix, because, like, we're all about bros and fist bumps. Yeah, look, we took the Psycho Mask because we're broke as fuck. If you didn't tell Loaderbot to get out of there, what type of person are you? We trusted Sasha, yeah? Of course. As I said, bros, fist bumps, and loving our friends. That's what we're about here. Yeah, no, that seems fair. Haha, I miss you, Telltale, so much.